Hi, this is Erica DELSIGNORE, founder and president of Daily Lead Campaign, and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to describe our kickoff process, which is the process and the steps that we take to get your campaign up and running. It typically takes around 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the technology. And what we do first is we want to get to know you better. We will sit down, we will interview you, and we will find out a little bit about your company and how you're able to solve the pains and the needs of your clients, and get those types of examples and really try to get enough to portray that within the letter that we're going to write for you. So the letter is a soft sales introduction, because with social media you really can't do hard sales pitch, or else you could get suspended or kicked off. And I have to say, like, up to now, sending over 100,000 emails, that's never happened. And that is because we are really careful about the types of letters that we send. We want them to be a soft sales introduction, but not something that is going to turn people off. So first thing we do is interview you, and then we structure your letter to where the first paragraph is typically a little bit of credibility, where you came from, what your experience is. The second paragraph is typically all the pains, and we make it really painful, where they're almost crying when they think about the things that you're going to do to help them. And at the end, we talk about a couple things that you've done to really make a huge difference in someone's life, and not just a fact here or a fact there, but really try to make them visualize what their life is like before and after they work with you. And then we can either push them to an online calendar where they can set up for an appointment immediately with you, or some of our clients are actually pushing people to something that I like to call the bait, which I have a book out there called The 5 Sales and Marketing Strategies That Your Competitor Doesn't Want You to Know About. But it doesn't have to be a book. It could be just a small special report that has an enticing name. You could then forward them over to a landing page where there may be a video or some more text describing how you have been able to help people with a short strategy session, or whatever buzzwords we want to use. But that is something we can play with as the campaign goes on. So you'll get a 20-minute call every week with your campaign manager, your campaign success coordinator. Someone will talk to you about what's going on with your campaign and make sure that if we need to tweak it, either looking at the groups that we have you in, which are really the groups of prospects that we talk about, we can tweak that. And by the way, that's part of the service. We help with that group management. Once we go through a group, we are able to then get you out of those groups and add new groups of prospects through LinkedIn. And the last thing that we're going to do is we're always going to look at tweaking the letter or tweaking the groups on a weekly basis, just to make sure that you're getting the most results possible. And it's wonderfully successful in that way. I've also mentioned to you about the Deluxe Profile Enhancer on the last video, and that really helps when people you start getting that volume of views on your LinkedIn profile. That's going to help them, between the letter and between what they see on your profile, decide whether they want to take the next step and either take the bait or take an appointment with you. But those are really the goals that we have. So this isn't just an informational letter that we send out. We actually have a call to action on every single letter, which is really important in sales, and I think it's something that a lot of people miss. So that is our kickoff process. In the next video, we're going to be discussing what do you do when you have all these leads. And I'm going to talk about some of the mistakes that I've made, not something I like to admit, but I think everyone makes mistakes, and if I can tell you the stuff that I did to solve those problems ahead of time, then you're going to be better off for it. So I guess I'll just have to admit some of those, and I will talk to you on the next video.